Hey, yeah, and welcome to Dice Club. First rule of Dice Club. Tell everyone about Dice Club. That way that more people are in Dice Club and it's just better. You know, one is the loneliest number, which we are not one because we are affiliate. Yay for that. And let's see, we're still
Nice
working.
reference.
Yeah, we're still working on our YouTube stuff. But as always, if you would like to join us in our beautiful madness, you can do so via our Discord down there. We are looking for more actors to playing games and even DM games. So join us in our little virtual community theater. We would very much like you to do that. Please do that. Join the madness. Also, Redbubble, you can find some Dice Club swag should you be inclined to that sort of thing. I mean, I'm not going to discourage you from spreading the gospel of the Dice Club. You know, what was the first rule? I think you know what it was.
Don't talk about Dice Club.
So I think that is it. Also, besides Toon, we do a more serious game where we are all red shirts and we die. That actually kind of sounds funny, but it's not. It is 10 Candles, and it's a horrific game. It will break your heart. That is on Saturday afternoons. For me, it's 2 o'clock Central Standard Time, but we have the times listed below as well. And Jack runs that, and I play in that, and it breaks my heart every Saturday. So come get broke with me. But onward to the funny stuff. Roll the video. And here we are, back with my fellow Toon Stirs, for I am presiding over this general man. I don't have my hammer. That doesn't give you credence to run around doing. No, there will be no mutiny. This will be rectified very, very shortly. But firstly, he's a penguin and he's wonderful. Austin, tell us all the things.
Oh goodness, am I telling just about me again? Oh jeez.
Yes.
I get an ego.
Austin time.
I am. Oh no, I've been found out. Hi, I'm Austin. I am a voice actor and improver, and I like to spend my time having fun and acting in a way that my grandparents would probably just go, "What's wrong with you?"
Yeah, that's. I saw my grandparents today, and they asked that very question.
They're not
Bruce.
disappointed. They're just like,
But
Bruce.
why? Is that
Yeah, so my name is Bruce. I do voice acting and rapping, and I am also currently streaming on twitch.tv/panmassacre.wtf, where I basically I'm on Monday through Friday most of the time around noon to 4 p.m. PST. So come check me out if you got the time, and hit me with a follow if you can. I'm about to make affiliate, so you should subscribe to me too. And I am playing Seamus the swordfish. He's not the sharpest fish in the school, but he gets the job done regardless.
Great. And then we have Alex.
Hey, I'm Alex. I'm from Mississippi. I'm a little bit more of a what you'd say like a hobbyist voice actor, or I do stuff on the side, but it's not like my main goal right now. But yeah.
And you play.
Sorry.
And you play.
And I play Mr. Hyde,
Yes.
the talking fire hydrant, who is getting too old for this.
That he is.
And then finally we have Teddy the Toaster, or Raven.
Well, yeah, that's me. I'm Raven. I also do voice acting, as you might have guessed. I do beatboxing, I do singing, I do a lot of things. And I play a toaster because that's what I felt like. And he is very nice. So please enjoy.
Please enjoy.
Does he have the great religious overtones?
Yes.
Ooh.
That was very sweet. That was like almost a cry. Like, please love me. You know, please love Teddy the Toaster.
I have no arms, but I need hugs.
You have very short arms. They like pop up.
Yeah, okay,
you know?
true.
You have your coat of arms. But anyway, that's
That's more like it.
my fellow Toonsters, and I of course am Jerry, presiding over this madness because I am an artist, and this is what artists do when they have an after night free. And yeah, so last time y'all met your neighbor, the one that lives in the upside down pyramid, and so y'all constructed a hideous gift basket.
Yes.
Yeah,
A
yeah,
gift
yeah.
basket.
Indeed.
Of doom.
And y'all, you know, I guess
gift
you
basket.
were passed out. Teddy, you had put all your artistic license into that picture that you painted of the backyard, all cleaned up, which it's still kind of a mess back there from the party. But yeah, you Bob Ross was the painter. Yeah, you channeled your inner Bob Ross. You painted that picture, and then you passed out. For brevity's sake, I'm going to say that it's the next day, just for brevity's sake. And you know, you've been out for a good 24 hours, Teddy. Do you feel good? Do you feel well rested?
Yes, I will wake up. My timer is on 0. I am fully charged.
Ding!
I'm very happy.
Okay, all right.
I'm so happy that I'd say like I'd make a toast.
Okay, you make toast.
Slapstick.
Okay, and oh, what is this? Oh my goodness! It is our first commercial break. I know, isn't that horrible when you start watching a show and it's just like 15 seconds in, and then it goes to commercials? Well, we are not exempt from this. So
That's what happens when I get monetized.
I know. So, firstly, and this is the whose line is it anyway aspect of the game, I would like for Arnold the Penguin, which is you, Austin, and
Oh.
I think that Mr. Hyde is also very appropriate that you do this one. What your product is for your show, your first sponsor is the so ridiculous. The emergency mustache kit. Okay? The emergency mustache kit. That's our first sponsor. You have a minute to talk about this product. Go away.
Well, hi there. My name is Arnold, and I am so happy to be here to help you today. I am joined by my good friend, Mr. Hyde. Mr.
Hey,
Hyde,
how
tell
you
me all
doing?
about yourself.
I'm doing fine. You know, just trying to make my way in the world. But you know what is really hard to these social interactions? If you don't have a mustache, you need mustaches to talk to people.
That's right. So, I mean, just in case you've had like some really spicy Indian food, you got those spicy sides singeing your savory soup strainer. or when that unexpected achoo blows away your painstakingly crafted Fu Manchu, we have what you need.
It also works great for dusting.
This is our emergency mustache kit. It's essentially fertilizer for your grass grin. And we would like you today, and we are going to be giving a special 25% off deal to any local sheriff's office member.
Okay, that's good.
That's really good.
It's not just for the men, it's for the ladies too.
Yeah. It's all about the authority.
Okay.
This is what I want in my life.
Okay. You're welcome. So you cut back after this mustache emergency kit, you know, and you think to yourself, I really would need one of these emergency mustache kits. I gotta call now to get 2 of them. And you see this, as you're thinking about this, you see this horrible gift basket. It's got these gaudy ribbons. The wicker is like every which way out of the basket. It's got like caution tape holding it together. It is horrible. It is horrible. What do you assume has been going on?
I think that they have racked up another type of debt they have to pay instantly, and therefore they made a gift basket. So I will place my toast upon the basket as my humble contribution.
Okay, so all right.
To pay this month's rent.
Okay, so you think that this is for Mr. McSmooch?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. That is a pretty good assumption. All right. What are y'all doing? How are you starting the day? The rest of you. Teddy's woken up. He's fixed his breakfast. He sees the basket. He's put the stuff in the basket. He's been puttering around for a while now. What are y'all?
Well, I am really, really excited to get up and beat the mailman out to the mailboxes today, because I am so excited to deliver this wonderfully styled gift.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. So you're making a beeline for your neighbor's mailbox just to take a peek at his name or is that what your intent is there?
I just want to get this to him as quickly as possible so I can see him come out and get his daily mail and get such a wonderful present.
Oh, okay.
Seamus is just kind of watching from the windowsill from the living room.
Okay. All right. Mr. Hyde, what are you doing?
I'm just waking up.
Okay. All right. You have your little fire extinguisher teddy bear, next
Teddy,
to you.
what are you doing up? What time is it?
It's an inanimate object. I don't know what to do about this. Okay. So, I guess you smell bread and such, and you hear the door shut as Arnold is scampering to the neighbor's house with this lovely
Trojan.
god awful gift
How
basket.
dare you? How dare you?
Yeah. Do not insult his
It is horrible. Y'all failed that check. It is horrible, okay?
It's exactly what I wanted it to be.
It's all about interpretation.
I guess. There's probably somewhere that would think that this is a beautiful basket. I just don't know that they're in your zip code. Okay? So you arrive at the mailbox. The mailman his truck has just driven off. The mailman's done his thing. You see him, he's driving away.
It's done.
So where are you going to leave the gift basket? Are you going to leave it at the mailbox? Are you going to leave it like under, the beam of light? Where are you putting your lovely present?
Since I don't fully understand how his front door works, and I don't want like the tip of the pyramid to come down and crush it,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna leave it next to the mailbox. It seems
Okay.
like a safe bet.
Okay. All right. Okay. So you put down your wonderful gift, and are you gonna go on home, or what are you gonna watch from afar? What is your intent?
Since he has very minimal lawn foliage,
He's a
I'm going-
minimalist.
he's what?
He is indeed a minimalist.
Yeah, I need to find something to hide behind.
Okay. All right. Okay. So imagine, if you will, that basically he's got this huge pyramid thing on his lot, and it is just barren, and there's this long sidewalk that leads, or a long pathway that just leads to the mailbox. It's like that. It is very, very minuscule, and I think he's done that purposely. He likes to be able to see everything.
Everything.
Yeah, that's why he's done it this way. He's a very odd guy. I mean, where he's from, he's totally normal, but it's kind of odd. So make a hide check. Make me a hide check.
Okay.
Like a
Fantasy?
Mr. Hyde check.
No, not a Mr. Hyde check. That's very cute though. That was
can't
very
see
cute.
Boop.
Okay, so you gotta do 5 or lower.
Oh.
That's-
Yeah,
that's-
there is not a
that's fine.
shrub. There is not a twig. Really? Until you're black and white and your little blue hat. You get behind the mailbox and you're like, this'll work. Roll me a. Let's see. Because it's like, roll me a. Roll me a sneak on top of it. You have to basically crit
Oh, a sneak. Okay.
a
okay,
sneak as well. To like.
This isn't my forte.
No, so not only you're walking very loudly as you're trying to like quietly, like more like contort your body to fit behind this mailbox, and it is Seamus.
Yeah.
You see him trying to hide behind this mailbox, and it is just obvious that this is not working.
Seamus just kind of puts on his sunglasses and lifts them up, and then puts them back on and then lifts them up.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out if what he's actually is seeing is happening.
Yeah, because you know Arnold to be a very, very savvy guy. He's pretty smart.
Yeah.
Let me see. Teddy, what are you doing?
I'll probably start walking on out, like where Arnold went, just
Okay.
to see what's going on, why we are delivering this basket.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'd like to, when I'm there, if I see him hide, I'll just try and hide as well.
Okay. I will say that from a distance, when you get about halfway there, you can see him because he's a macaroni penguin with a blue hat on,
Yeah.
trying to hide behind this mailbox. It is, I mean, it's kind of
Shit.
cute, but you're baffled by it. Mr. Hyde, what are you doing?
I'm gonna ask Seamus what's going on.
Okay, all right. Seamus, what do you tell him?
You know the gift basket we were working on just moments ago. Well,
Yeah.
I believe Arnold is trying to deliver it right now. I don't know what he's
Wait,
doing.
we're actually giving that to him?
You didn't think you were gonna do it?
A
Grenades
voice
are
of
I
reason.
thought we were just being like imaginative or something.
You know, we gotta show him some common courtesy. We gotta give him a little gift so he knows that we do indeed care about his safety and well-being.
So you give
The
him
drowned bear was
poison,
on
drown
that.
Smokey.
John Smokey.
Yeah, there's drowned Smokey and a bottle of water in there.
The drowned Smokey
Hydrated.
that made our hair grow to ridiculous sizes, and we had to find a specific barber to stop.
Yeah, but if you ignore the hair part, then the drowned Smokey is actually pretty
Oh,
delicious.
Seamus!
Well, what?
You gotta get down there.
Oh, what?
You can't eat the Smokey.
Are you sure? But it still tastes pretty good.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Maybe he'll like it.
So,
Maybe.
I was gonna say,
I mean, as long as he's not allergic to hot sauce.
you don't know. You have no idea.
Exactly. Who's allergic to hot sauce, anyways?
Martians.
I mean, who?
I don't know. Maybe.
I wouldn't like put it past someone that lives in an upside down pyramid. Honestly.
Oh, I don't know. It's pretty fine, probably.
Pretty fine, probably.
By the way, Teddy, what are you doing all the way down there?
What I am doing is I am hiding, and I just close my eyes, and I'll pretend
You're-
to be a normal
so-
toaster.
You're halfway to Arnold, and you yell at him, "What are you doing?" And you say, "I'm pretending to hide," and you stop about halfway to Arnold and close your eyes.
Okay, Teddy was actually like yelled back talking to us first, so it was kind of his fault for initiating the
Okay.
conversation.
Fair enough. So Teddy, is that what you want to do? You want to stop? You know, you're not gonna get to Arnold.
'Cause
You're just
I'll
gonna.
just be like, I'm going there. I see Arnold's trying to hide, and then I hear someone yell, "What are you doing?" I'm just like, oh, close his eyes and just pretends to be.
I
an
think you would
inanimate object.
recognize Seamus's voice.
Oh,
To
yeah,
be
that's true.
fair.
Oh
to
no,
be
and then
fair.
I'll just keep walking.
Okay, so you keep, doing your toaster walk. You get to Arnold. I will allow you to do this because I want to hear Arnold's explanations. This is not working. Go ahead.
Alright. Sneak or.
Oh, you don't have to sneak. You can just walk up to Arnold and be
Oh.
like,
I'll just walk up. So, I have a question. No,
Yes.
I have several questions.
Okay.
So, why are we here? And what is this for?
Do you remember all that
Yeah.
hard work you put into the van?
Yeah.
The gentleman, the Martian who lives here, did not respect your work.
He did not.
No. He called it
I
tacky.
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 If I had a glove, I'd challenge him.
And you know what? I want to be the bigger neighbor here. And I wanted to send him something to show him how his words made me feel.
Yes.
okay.
So,
I am taking my toast off the gift basket. I am
That
not
was the
doing
only
it.
nice thing in it.
I just put it back, like, there you
You just put it back. Okay, all right.
go.
So he,
Aggressively grabs toast.
okay.
So his mood has gone from toast to extra toasted.
All right. So you, both of you, sort of hear this noise, and you see like some lights on the pyramid start to like illuminate. And are y'all just gonna be standing there just talking, or what? Because you get the idea that this might be the process in which he uses to be able to beam down or
Then-
whatever.
I'll do my hide.
You'll do your hide.
Yeah, I'll just close my eyes.
You're just gonna close your eyes, okay?
Pretend to be like trash or something. I don't know.
Okay, so you don't inform Arnold that this hiding thing is not working.
No, I'll just go for it.
Okay, you're both going for it. So you hear this, the lights lighting up, and there's a beam of light, if you will, and he beams down, and his little legs do like this little scuttly walk, and he's got his little helmet on, and he sees a toaster. He doesn't know that it's a sentient toaster because you have your eyes closed.
Perfect camouflage.
Let me actually, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna make him do a spot hidden. Of course, you failed that check, so I really shouldn't. But I'll do it to see.
I didn't roll yet.
No, you didn't. You just I'll just shut my eyes. I mean, there is nowhere to hide. There is nowhere to hide in front of his house. To see you, and I'm gonna say that he has a notice of 5. That he's a notice of 5. So 5 is his target. 8. Okay. He just woke up. He's still got the little crusties in his eyes, he's got his little bathrobe on and his little helmet, and he's scuttling to the end of the thing. He's not really paying attention, and he trips over the basket, I'm gonna say, because he just hasn't noticed it. So he goes, ah! He falls down because he steps on his robe and the basket, and he falls down, and he's like, what the? And he looks and he sees this. It's like, who left this trash here? And he's like, what? It's got a bow on it, what? And he's looking at it, so he hasn't really paid attention to either one of you or his mailbox yet. He's just tripped over this. He's like, and he's smelling it. He's like, what is this, bear? And and what is in this vial? And he's looking at the hydrated water, and he's like, and was there toast in here at one point? There's all these crumbs. Yeah, he's very perplexed.
Full of questions.
Yeah, and for some reason he's inner monologuing aloud because it's a cartoon. And so he then thinks, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be getting my mail. And he turns and he looks at his mailbox, and one more time. Okay, he notices you now. He's like,
it's peep with one eye. It's shit.
And he's like, Earthling. Because no matter what, if you're from Earth, you're automatically an Earthling. I guess, even in Toon logic, you're still an Earthling. so
Earthling.
Yeah, he does. I'm gonna say that he doesn't know you're a sentient toaster yet, because it's funnier that way. Because you've just shut your eyes and you're just. So he may think that you're part of the gift basket. Actually, that you fell out of the gift baskets.
That's a good way to get inside.
It could be, if that is your intent.
Trojan horse. Let's go.
It's like, are you looking at my mail?
No. That'd be illegal.
Did you see the vagrants? Did you happen to see the vagrants that put this, whatever this is, here?
I'm sorry. Excuse me. That is a gift. And you're calling me a vagrant? I came over here today to make amends for the other day, and this is how you initiate
It
our
has
interaction?
caution tape wrapped around it.
Wow.
It has caution tape wrapped around it.
We made this for you.
Why?
Because we wanted to be good neighbors. I know we got off on the wrong foot with you insulting us, but we wanted to show that, hey, we'll let bygones be bygones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's getting his mail and he's thumbing through it, listening to this, and he's like, so am I to understand then that you have rectified your automobile situation? Like, ooh,
Well, no,
card from Mama.
I looked at the documents and forms about the neighborhood, and our van doesn't violate any sort of issues there. Like, it causes no issues. You don't like it, and that's fine, but there's nothing you can do.
Oh, really?
That's pretty aggressive for you.
Really? Well,
Come at me.
we'll just see. And he actually pulls out a remote from you don't know how it's hiding under this bathrobe.
He's a cartoon character.
Yeah. I guess y'all do. I guess y'all like, oh, okay, that's normal. And he pushes a button on the remote, and a giant broom and dustpan comes out, and it's like carried by like these giant kind of arms and hands. Suddenly they just appear, and the broom and dustpan, the broom sweeps the basket into the dustpan. And he's like, I will look at these objects later. I will examine them and run tests on these gifts.
You would have need a dustpan if you had bought one of our mustaches.
Yes.
And the dustpan then starts to sweep Teddy, or the broom starts to sweep Teddy. Teddy, do you do anything?
I will keep my posture and stay as I am.
Okay, I'm gonna say roll me a, what would this be exactly?
Sneak/stealth.
I would say you're trying to be sneaky. You're trying to be sneaky and not blow that you're alive.
Yeah.
So make me the sneak check. Not to open your eyes when the broom starts,
Shall I do a D12 or 2D6?
D12.
Oh.
Okay, so the broom actually has a bit of fuzz on it from the dust bunnies and stuff, and the bristles, when it brushes up, yep, that's what you do. You sneeze.
And the toast flies out.
And the toast falls out of you as you sneeze. And he's like, it's like, you are going to give me an offering of a living toaster.
No, he's mine.
I am the greatest toaster of all time. Excuse me. Besides that, I am not part of the present. I was just taking a nap.
His
You just
presence
swept me
is a
up.
gift.
Exactly. And the van is not tacky. Your helmet is tacky.
My mama made this for me.
Tacky.
Yes.
He's
Personal attacking. That's
okay. He will remember this. Y'all still don't know his name. So he's like, I will consider this interaction and think on it. Y'all are very strange life forms. And he scuttles back, and he narrows his eyes again once he's finished scuttling to the end of his lane, just like
I narrow them in return.
and then
As their instructor's over, and Seamus says, has witnessed the capabilities of the magic alien remote. He attempts to pull out his own copy of it from the bag of many things.
Okay, you can try. I guess I better get my all my tables here.
All right. Boop. Oh, that was close. That was close.
It was close, but it did not happen. So let us
But
see.
no lollipops, because cigars should not be smoked by modern men.
Okay. Alrighty. Let me see here what you have procured. You have procured. It's the wrong table. So many tables in this game, actually. Why is this table not working? Okay. You pull out an oyster. You don't. Yeah, you. It's.
Like it's just an
Yeah.
oyster? Is it sentient?
You don't know.
Seems like a good snack to me.
Yeah. There's a nice crunch to it.
Oh, hey, Mr. Hyde, what do you think about this toaster? I mean, this oyster.
You just call it a toaster.
I've been summoned.
You've been summoned.
We gotta get over there and make sure the Martian's not allergic to hot sauce before they give him the gift basket.
Oh, he's gonna analyze it himself, I think. Is that what he said? He said
I don't
something
know.
about-
We better get down there and check.
Oh, I don't know. It should be
All of a
fine.
sudden, the monitor on the huge screen in the living room area type starts to, go snowy and stuff. And then you see that guy again in his blue presidential looking suit. And he's like, is this thing on? Is this thing on?
Jesus, is that you?
He's like, oh, good. 2 of you are here. Where are the other 2?
Oh, what are you talking about? There's 3 of us here. We have Mr. Oyster here, too. I mean, Mr. Toaster. He's an oyster.
I will.
Is that his name now?
I really
His name is
worry
now Mr.
about the youth
Toaster.
of today.
Toaster the oyster.
The guy sitting behind the desk in his nice suit. He's just like, I worry about the youth today.
If you leave this oyster sitting long enough in the heat, then
hatch.
kernels will come out of him. So I guess he's more valuable than an actual toaster.
Why are you attacking me? What have I done to you?
So, the guy in the blue suit is, I really need all 4 of you to convene. I have a serious matter that needs attending to.
Can I use my coat of arms to do a little screen that pops out so he can see us as well?
Seamus just kind of waddles back to the window.
You can
so-
try. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say you
or
can
I can
try,
speak
but then I
first.
don't know how you would know to do that because y'all aren't
Yeah,
there.
exactly. That's what I was
Arnold!
thinking.
Teddy! There's a man on a screen. He wants to talk to us.
Alright.
Think he's one of those Jehovah Witnesses.
Oh no. Have you heard of the almighty sacred ancient bread?
So, he's like, I really do need all 4
I'm
of
making
you
my
present.
way there.
Okay, all right. And are you still walking home with your eyes narrowed, Arnold? It's like squinting all the way home.
Just with the one fin,
Yeah, just the flipper.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, so I'm gonna say that y'all, after a brief time of this guy staring at just Seamus and Mr. Hyde waiting, y'all come in and he's like, good. Now you are all here and we can get down to brass tacks. As you well know, not only do you live here, but there are 2 others as well. And one of those individuals, or ducks, being Marty McDrake. Y'all haven't seen Marty in a while, have you?
Ever, actually.
Oh yeah,
Last I heard, he was
Y'all
going to
graduated
I think I've met
together.
him.
Of course you've
the-
seen him.
the hidden cheese of Pittsburgh.
I really do worry about the youth of today. Right. Well, Marty has been working on something, and he has gone dark. We have not heard from him in ages. He was looking into a matter. I need you to find Marty.
Hey guys, road trip to Pittsburgh.
That's
Oh, this is
that's
like
fun.
that movie with the guy who runs around and he saves his daughter.
Yeah, it's like Finding Marty, right? I think it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah. We should totally do that.
We'll take
Alright,
the case.
everybody into the high tider.
So,
Yeah, let's get into our absolutely not tacky van. Let's do
should
Correct.
any
Tactical
news
speed.
arrive or anything that y'all should need to know, I will inform you. The plot dictates it so. Don't question it. I can pop up anywhere.
That's pretty
Don't
cool.
worry
Well,
about it.
we're already making our way to the high tider. We're outside the house.
So you just left this guy on screen as he was like trying to talk to you?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's like, I really do worry about the youth of today.
Alright, time to drive the high tider.
It just
Dude,
takes
no.
off. Let's
Yeah,
go.
we're going to Pittsburgh. We're gonna find Marty.
You don't do it. You don't make that driving check. You forget how to drive. You forget where the key goes. You don't know how to open the door.
Oh, jeez, you guys remember?
Now,
how to use this
I'm
thing?
gonna
And I-
I'm gonna say this could be a deal, because this is more of the campaign aspect. So you might want to think about things like your sleeping bags and the kitchen sink.
I'm pretty sure we just like immediately leave. Like, oh, well, we've been handed a mission and we must complete it at all costs.
I grabbed my
Okay.
emergency mustache kit.
That's what you do. You just go off and you're like you're bargaining with the door. You don't know how to drive. You're trying to figure it out. I'm gonna go. So that was you, Arnold. Do you follow Seamus or do you ask questions of the guy in the blue suit in this in this office who's sitting on your screen, who struggles to get cameras to work a lot of the time?
I have a question.
Yes.
I take out my little phone.
Mm-hmm.
Through.
Mm-hmm.
Does this look tacky to you?
I mean, I guess maybe when I was
Don't
younger it
dare.
would have appealed to me. I'm not. Why?
You are
Ooh.
threading on thin ice, my friend.
I mean, it's not for me at my stage in life, but
That's fine. It just doesn't look bad.
I mean, it's very artistic. I like the
Thank you.
waves on
Thank
it.
Man of culture. This
Okay.
is what we need. This is what we need now.
Okay.
You did great, Teddy. You did great, Teddy.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Is that your only question for the guy?
Oh, I know I had another one.
Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
there's this a couple of them. There's some big billboards in town.
Mm.
There are like, hey, ratings are good. And
Ratings
I
are
want to know who the heck's rating me.
I think what you might be misremembering that these signs say ratings matter. Maybe are their ratings good? I'll have my people. Ratings are good. I'll have my people look into that. Are those ratings? He's like talking to someone off camera. Look into that for me.
I could be wrong. I'm often wrong.
There is a phenomena that is happening, as you can imagine. There is At this point in time, there is so much connectivity more than ever. This means that viewership has become more prevalent. And in some ways, you could say that there is a bit of a renaissance. Some tunes that have been long forgotten are being rediscovered. However, this is not always a good thing, and we are exploring the effects that seem to be coinciding with this phenomenon, and Marty is a part of that research.
Is it bad because, like, all of our ancestor tunes are racist?
What?
You don't. Oh.
That's far down the bloodline. I
What?
have to say.
What? I mean, we're all, like, general audience. I don't know what you mean.
I know a lot of those older tunes, like down
Mickey
with their
Mouse?
raunchy. Huh?
What, like Mickey Mouse? I don't know what you mean. Actually?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not Mickey. It's who Mickey excludes.
Deep questions.
You're.
I also have a question.
I worry about the youth of today. Yes, Toaster. Teddy Toaster,
Is
right?
there
Yeah,
any
Teddy Toaster.
Yes, I identify as a toaster, correct. Is there any chance you've heard of the bread of the ancients?
Could somebody look in on the bread of the ancients? Yeah. Of course I
Thank
have.
you.
He's lying. He's like, yeah.
Of course, I know you are a man of culture. You must have heard of it.
Totally.
I grab my emergency mustache kit and I move towards the car.
Okay.
While,
Alright.
while that's happening, Seamus, you say he's still having trouble figuring out how to open the car and get in, drive off. So yeah, he's kind of over it by now. He attempts to transform himself into a giant Tyrannosaurus Rex with little wings coming out of his ankles, like the
Okay.
like the Marvel superhero Namor, that will somehow grant
Roll
him the
2d6
supernatural power of flight.
to transform.
All right, so here we go.
I am praying for your failure.
Boop.
Rude.
He
Nope.
just jumps into the bag.
Nope. Now I get to decide what you turn into. Let's see. You turn into. That was a 63. Oh, this is funny. You know how that oyster you were holding? He now has a friend. You are an oyster too.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, Mr. Toaster, how's it going? I accidentally turned into an oyster.
Mr. Hyde, what are you doing?
I'm looking at these two oysters, and I haven't really noticed that Seamus has turned into an oyster.
Okay, so
Seamus, you dropped your oysters.
No, I didn't. I'm down here. Can't you tell who I am? Look, my nose is sticking in that direction. It's almost poking the car.
The oyster's really noisy. Gotta find Seamus.
okay,
No,
roll me.
you can tell it's me because my
Yeah, even when he
my
with
nose
this
stays the
shtick,
same.
even when he turns into other things, you can still kind of tell
I
who
can
the
still-
person is in a way. So it's like this
I just
blue
figured I wouldn't be
oyster
able
with
to
this
oyster.
these sunglasses on, and kind of has a pointy nose. It's obvious that this is Seamus. You know.
Seamus, is that really you down there?
Oh yeah, I was trying to turn into a flying T-Rex, but I ended up as an oyster. Oh, you know, it
Idiot.
happens every Monday.
Why do you do this? Why?
Why do you do this?
Well, I couldn't remember how to operate the high tider, so I just
I panicked.
I panicked and I assumed it would be a good idea to turn into a giant animal so we could fly out.
You're not even wearing a mustache. I don't think it's worth it to talking to you.
That's correct. I agree.
Okay, so he's like, if there are no, the guy on the screen in the blue suit looking very important. It's like, well, if you have no other questions, find Marty. If there are any occurrences or information comes in that will be helpful to you, I will call you.
Thanks.
Is this thing off? Is it off? Is it off? Is it
It's
off?
off. It's off.
It's not off. It's not off.
It's off.
It's off.
It's off.
And then it finally goes off.
Hey,
Okay.
Try to get one more time to transform into the flying T-Rex. Boop. No.
No.
If you change again, you better have a mustache this time.
Maybe I'll change it to a giant mustache.
May I interest you in an emergency mustache kit?
Okay. What you turn into is a miniature Shetland pony.
That's so specific.
A miniature, so like
A tiny little horse.
human child size.
A pony. I've always wanted to ride a pony.
Okay, so you now, Mr. Hyde, who was really grouchy before, you see, now that you've turned into a pony, he looks a little bit happy. And like he might have
I think if we stack everybody on top
an
of my
intent.
back, I can just run all the way to Pittsburgh, and then we'll be able to find.
Now, what has led you? Okay, so no, the guy's gone, and you keep mentioning Pittsburgh. What has led y'all to believe that Marty is in Pittsburgh?
You know, last I heard from Marty, he was going to Pittsburgh to find the hidden cheese.
The hidden cheese. Okay. All right.
You know, it's a cheese that it was hidden very well, so they hid it in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, the number one touristing spot where people would never like to return.
Okay.
So, Pittsburgh, the paint stripping capital of the world.
Yeah?
That kid and his strippers.
Okay. So
Paint stripping.
the guy is gone. Arnold, what are you doing now that you've?
I am. Because I'm still curious about the billboards and the ratings.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really know what I want to do right now. Because like I'm still waiting to figure out what's going to happen with the consequences of my gift basket. Because
I know what you want. You want an emergency mustache.
oh, I have 7.
Ah, yes.
More mustaches means more power.
Well, yeah. I mean, Mr. Hyde, he has a great mustache, so he would know if anyone would know.
he's the sturdiest of any of us.
Right. So, so Marty is researching and looking into the phenomenon, and he has gone dark. And y'all are in search for Marty, and probably Marty will be able to illuminate, and possibly along the way in getting out there and seeing Tunica, which is like, I don't know, America, only Tunica, you will maybe encounter some of these phenomenons and whatnot. The stars at night are big and bright.
Right,
So guys, we're gonna go in the high tide, or just gonna hop on my back?
So y'all go outside. I guess y'all are like taking anything with you. Y'all go out to the high tide.
Kid,
You,
excuse me.
okay, then you are well prepared for any and every eventuality. And you see Seamus has turned into a little pony, and Mr. Hyde looks happy that he has, and maybe like he might.
He's such a good pony. Seamus, your new name is Sugar Biscuit.
Okay. And I believe that Mr. Hyde, you passed a drive check with a 1 way back
Oh no,
when.
that's my driving skill total, and I didn't roll yet.
Okay, all right. So y'all are out there, and I guess you load Seamus in the back. 'Cause he's a
Well,
horse.
they haven't rolled yet for the drive.
Yeah. Somebody. I hope somebody figures out a drive check. Okay.
No.
That's still bad because I have a 1 for driving.
That's tragic. Okay, Arnold.
Yes. Good.
Arnold is like, I got this. Yeah.
Dude, you're muted right now.
Yeah, you muted yourself.
Austin is muted.
I did it.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you do. I mean, a 1, that's I think better than a crit. Because it's a freaking 1 instead of a 2. The 2s are the crit. Anyway, so yeah, you get in and y'all all are getting in, but what is it? It is time for our halftime commercial. And this time, y'all are going to be doing a commercial. Your sponsor is Glow Wipe, the glow-in-the-dark toilet paper. And I feel that Bruce, that you should do this with Austin, this one. So Seamus and Arnold, you're going to be doing a commercial for your sponsor, Glow Wipe. And off you go.
Hey kids, ever gone to the toilet and it's been really dark? Well, now we have a new special product just for you. It's called Glow Wipe. With just one swipe, all the residue on your buttocks will come clean off. Like, shoo, 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 shoo.
Parents, are you also tired of those late night journeys to the restroom? Well, save your tired eyes and your electric bill with Glow Wipes.
Batteries not included.
If you can't see the glow yet, you ain't clean yet.
Also may contain trace amounts of uranium.
Warning, do not to be eaten by curious pets.
And scene. Okay. Brought to you by Glow
Batteries
Wipe.
not included.
Thank you, Glow Wipe, for your sponsorship. This would not happen without you. Thank you. Okay, so Arnold, you're driving. You're in the vehicle. You're bubbling along in your automobile. Yeah. Do for me everybody roll me a notice a C here. Check. You're really cautious.
Focus.
Yeah, you are. You're focused.
Notice, so that's
That'd be hear, see, smell. Just sensory. All right. Okay, and Teddy.
I rolled it, but didn't roll it properly.
Okay, Teddy. You see the turn off, you know, to leave, you know, your area code. It's such a nice area code.
Yeah.
You know,
it's the best area code.
To go to Pittsburgh. You see the turnoff, and because Arnold was gonna miss it, but you catch it, and you tell him it's over there, you know.
Well, you gotta go to the left.
Okay,
Yeah, good job,
all right.
good job.
So
That's
y'all
using your mustache.
are doing
Yes.
so
All due to the mustache. It blocks the sun, so you have better sight.
so great. You know, what do y'all do to pass the time? Because it's a bit of a trip. It's a little bit
Amos
of a
is kind of just in the back of the van. He's he transforms back to himself, pulls the lollipop out of nowhere.
Okay, I will allow you to have a lollipop.
Starts suckling on the lollipop.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay, and he relaxes back in his seat. All right, okay, so,
Wait, sorry, he changed back to.
yeah, he can
Okay.
drop it. He can drop it, you know, after a while, because it kind of depends, since it wasn't like a.
Oh no, I just missed the cue.
Oh, okay, okay. What are you, the rest of you doing? Seamus is chillaxing like a villain. What is?
I will style my mustache and apply it properly so that it will not only just curl like this, but it will also curl down and up, and it'll be like very, very awesome.
Okay, kind of like Dick Dastardly or something. Okay, all right.
You're cracking on your face.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Hyde, what do you do to pass the time while y'all are?
I'm kind of lost in thought, thinking. You can see the little dream bubble.
Okay.
It's like, what do ponies dream about? Open fields with sunsets.
Okay, you have to in your as part of like your goals or something, do something to do with horses. Like,
Okay.
I don't know what, but this is good stuff. I want to explore more about Mr. Hyde and his fascination with ponies and horses, and maybe we can. I think I can do wonderful things with this now that I'm thinking about this. Wonderful, fun things that you'll like, that Mr. Hyde will like. Not everything has to be horrible. Okay, and Arnold, what are you doing? Do you, as you're driving, do you?
I have the commercial song for Glow Wipes stuck in my head.
Okay.
Glow wipes, taking care of all them pant stripes. Glow wipes, your personal bathroom night lights.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to give you a plot point for that. God. Glow wipes, you can look care of your pants stripes. Glow wipes. It's great.
Glow wipes,
It's
your
great.
personal bathroom night lights.
Okay. I mean, who needs the radio with Arnold in the car? I mean, it's great. So y'all are riding along. You're all entertained a little bit by the pony thought bubbles happening from Mr. Hyde, and your mustache is looking really fleek, Raven. And or Teddy, and Shaman, you are completely relaxing. There's not a swordfish more relaxed in the universe than you are right now with your lollipop. Make me, because it's been a little while. I'll say that it's been an hour or so. Another. Y'all see a sign and y'all just kind of zip past it. Y'all are thinking, make me a quick read check.
Where's my read?
Wait, I have to find
Yeah.
it for a second.
Read is.
Oh, that's not good.
Wait, my read automatically defaults.
Hey.
Oh, whatever.
Okay, so who passed, who failed, who succeeded?
I pass.
Okay.
Mr. Hyde passes as well.
Okay. Hyde and who?
Teddy.
Okay, Teddy and Hyde. Okay, so y'all are you kind of you see a sign rush by, and what was your target numbers that you?
Mine was 5 and I got 1.
Okay, that's very good success. Okay, so y'all both rolled such incredibly low numbers. I was hoping that y'all would fail this, but y'all are gonna get this. Okay, so what it is y'all you see the sign, and it's now leaving so and such and entering Smorful. Now entering Smorful. And y'all are like, what's Smorful? Smorful? Smurfle?
Smurfle.
Yeah, Smurfle. And you start kind of, as you're driving along, make me another notice checks. See here. This isn't reading. This is a separate thing. Everybody.
I will throw. So, see her spell.
Yeah. Yes. It's a perception check.
I did not make that.
Okay. And Arnold?
I failed my roll, so I don't think I read anything.
Oh, what did you roll? That was your C.
Like I needed 3, and I rolled a 5.
Okay. So it doesn't quite dawn on you yet. So y'all don't notice this. But you kind of begin to wonder why everything starts looking so big. You know? Are y'all getting smaller? Or are things getting bigger? You don't know, but you see this. You're driving along, and all of a sudden there's this giant, enormous. Well, it looks like a huge log on the road. Now, y'all, and you look to the side like, can we get around this? And the answer is yes, but you have to drive quite a distance to get around this log. In actuality, or by all appearances, y'all aren't sure what has happened, but the point of is that you can get around it, but you're gonna have to drive, a bit of a distance. It's very odd what is happening.
Amos just kind of, he notices the high tide are stopping, gets up, peeks over his sunglasses like, oh, what is that? Oh, jeez. The road is blocked. I think I might have something for this. He reaches into his bag.
Okay.
Tries to pull out a bazooka.
Okay. All right. So it's 2 d6s.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you do it. You pull out your bazooka. It says Seamus on the side of it. It has its own little pair of sunglasses.
Yeah.
And what do you intend to do? I think I know what you intend to do.
Yeah, Seamus just walks out. Just walks outside of the van. Just busted open the back doors like a complete badass. And aims the bazooka at the giant tree trunk and just fires, just continuously keeps firing his shots into the tree trunk until he's blown backwards at least like 50 feet.
Okay, so what happens is you do all of that, and you don't get rid of the tree trunk, but you blow through it so that you kind of like have your own little tunnel. And you don't have to drive all that way around it. Y'all go on through. And just so you know, you don't have any more shots for the bazooka. We're not gonna, it served its purpose. You'll have to pull out another one if you want to do that again. But well done, you did, that worked out. So
Seamus just gets up from the rubble and attempts to just use the trigger of the bazooka. Notices it just clicks without anything coming out. He tosses it to the side, comes back to the van like, I did it, guys.
Well, Seamus is actually useful for something.
Okay, so y'all drive through your new little tunnel created. Y'all think about how y'all should name it, the Seamus Tunnel or something like that. And you come out the other side, and when you're looking around, just everything is super massive. Flowers, road signs, but then you also make another see, hear, smell check. There's going to be a lot of these guys. Every time there's a new thing, Okay.
Ooh, finally.
All right.
I actually made it.
Okay, so But you notice that even though there are these huge mammoth signs that like they seem to like go for miles up into the sky, that there are these also ones that seem to be y'all size. You know, because it's legible. The other sign is like so huge, you're just like, well, what's the point in that? But there are these smaller ones, and the sign reads 26 more miles to Smurfton.
Hmm.
You know,
Hey
so
guys, apparently we're almost in Smurfton. Just 26 miles to go.
yeah. Okay.
Are those Smurf miles or like normal size miles?
Oh,
You don't know.
I've never been to Smurfton before.
Hmm.
Smurfton is, I think, a very good town. They're very good at decorating their pastries. Because they're so precise. It's very nice.
So, y'all, I guess y'all are continuing on. You pondering what is a Smurf or Smurfton mile the same as a normal mile? You don't know. So y'all are driving along. It is starting to get kind of duskish. Duskish, that's a time, right? Duskish. I'm totally not making this stuff up. Guys, I'm totally
Duskish.
making this all up.
She has a mustache, so yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so and y'all kind of like y'all get to kind of the top of this hill and you see these little sort of lights start to come on in this like suburb or urban hamlet, if you will, and y'all are about 10 miles away at this point. You know, you like, oh well, maybe this has to be halfway there, so maybe y'all can discern what a Smurfton mile is. By that, I don't know.
Because
Alright.
if we're getting smaller, then we might actually not be that far away from home.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Knowledge.
Maybe that might be something to consider. That y'all continue driving. What have y'all done anything else whilst y'all have been traveling? Thoughts, ideas, ponderings, epiphanies?
I think I'll probably have been wondering about how if my mustache would get into my toaster parts, how it would fix that in case it happens.
Well, I could get set on fire. It's kind of hazardous.
Yeah.
It's kind of hazardous. You might ask Mr. Hyde what safety precautions you could take.
Yeah.
You know, he seems to be very safety conscientious. Mr. Hyde?
Well, it's an electrical fire, so you naturally have to use like a fire extinguisher of sorts or a dry chemical and not water because that would make the problem worse.
Mm.
The more you know. No. Seamus, are you still relaxing or?
Seamus is now just peeking into his bag of many things, trying to figure out what's actually inside. It just looks like a vortex.
Yeah.
It looks like a vortex of sparkles with just various random items swirling around. He can't tell how deep it goes.
Yeah.
He's mesmerized by the sight of it.
Okay, so I imagine this is a thing that happens often with Seamus. Y'all look over and just see him staring into this bag, like, you know. Does anybody? Does it? Okay, all right. Arnold.
I just feel like I'm talking to Teddy. I just want to like bond. I want to be like, hey.
We're just gonna have a bonding moment.
Okay. All right. What do y'all?
We'll talk
discuss?
about how not tacky our van is.
which it is not.
Okay.
Yes, it is cultural and it's great.
It's unique. It is not determined by the like upper class. Oh, we decide what fine art is. Well, you know what? No, this is art. Okay, it's
Yeah,
personal.
this is art.
It's
We say it is
specific.
art,
Fine
therefore
art.
it is.
Yeah, what did Mr. Fujimobu Martian
You
say
still
about
don't know his name.
our van?
That was tacky.
Yeah, you say anything else after you give him the gift basket?
Gift basket.
I couldn't hear him through all of my rage.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
over the astounding noise of my passive-aggressive insults, I can quite understand what he was saying.
All right. Okay.
We said the helmet that his mother made him was tacky.
Yes.
Was.
It was quite the burn. That
Mhm.
y'all couldn't tell, but he was crying. That actually
Aw.
that actually, you know.
It's hay fever, I'm sure. It's hay fever.
We
Oh,
brought
you-
him a gift, and he immediately insulted us.
It was poison. it
It was a gift.
was a poisonous
We
gift.
gave him.
Anyway,
You know how hard it is to find dehydrated water? We had to go
you,
and
you
find
just
many
pull it
things.
out of a bag. You just pull it out of a bag. Don't make this out to be more than what it was,
Yeah, we had to
people.
pull it out of a magical bag. You can't buy it in stores.
Actually, you might
Right.
can. You don't know
Damn.
that. You might can. Anyway, y'all get inside city limits, and it's very kind of actually straightforward. As you're driving by, you see these houses, and they're made out of like these mushrooms. And they're
Nice.
like, they're very, very charming and idyllic. And the
They say they're psychedelic.
They're idyllic.
you might have to
Psychedelic.
discover if that is true or not. And the denizens of this town. Make me another check here. See check your perception. The hear, see, smell.
Oh, I'm bad at noticing things. Ah,
You're just so enraged. The dice have
I missed
betrayed
by
you.
one.
Yeah, I'm also just we are just going off
Okay,
about
so
this
y'all don't know y'all really haven't noticed, you know, how the people look. Y'all are just like they're people. So what? Okay. So suddenly you get towards about the middle of this town, and on the dashboard, and you know, this is just gonna come up because the dashboard gets a reading, and it says break time, and the car just sort of stops. You don't know what. Just this car
Breaks are
is just
electric
like,
cars.
I've had enough. I've had enough.
This
I
is-
mean,
Oh, cause you're empty. You're it's enough. Mm.
yeah.
yeah.
So y'all are in the middle of this town. The car kind of just sort of comes to a stop. The high tider. And you know, you see the gauge. The gauge is, you know, on empty. Y'all do notice that there is a station, because it's like the center of town. There's quite a few things. You know, you have your hotel, your chamber of commerce, your visitor center, your gas station and whatnot. So I guess to get the car over to the pumps or whatever, y'all are going to have to devise something, because the high
I
tider.
have some old baguettes we can hollow out and fill up with gasoline, and
Okay.
we can try.
That is Teddy's suggestion. Does anybody else have
I can
any
just
ideas?
make like a pipeline out of baguettes. I'll attempt that.
I can call
Okay.
a tower.
You could call it tower. Okay.
That's possible.
I
yeah.
mean, it's just like the garage or the gas
The plumbing.
station is
Like the
okay.
plumbing. Just So like, I'm just gonna
You-
call a professional.
You
No,
could. Okay,
I
you
don't
can
have
do
any
that.
service.
Oh, well, I was about to say you could do that. We could do it. I have thoughts on how that could work if you would like to try that.
I think we should go and talk to someone nearby for some help.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
That is
the gas station is like 30 yards away. Y'all, the car is kind of disappointed in itself that it stopped so short. In a way,
Yeah,
it's just
but I
like
don't have enough baguettes for that.
fuel was so close at hand. You know, it like sees the station out there, but it just
I have
couldn't
enough
make
fire
it.
hose to reach the gas station.
You could. You could.
Seamus tries to transform into an elephant because he figures he could suck up some gas and then bring it back.
Okay.
Smell real bad.
Yeah.
I don't know that drinking gas is a good
It's moment.
thing, but okay.
Just the filter.
Change shape. Elephant! Nope.
Now, what happens to Seamus?
Turns
I
into a
get to
whale.
decide.
A
A
beached whale.
41. Interesting. All right. You turn into an elephant, but you're a midget elephant. You are a tiny elephant.
Ooh,
Just like you are a miniature pony, you are a miniature elephant.
Yeah, Seamus, how miniature? Are we talking like human sized?
We're talking about like you are about the size of a Shetland pony or a Saint Bernard or Great Dane. You're a miniature elephant. You're a blue
Yeah.
miniature elephant with, you know, sunglasses and a kind of a
Imagine,
fin on top. You know, you're a weird, and the people notice. This this swordfish get out of the car, proclaim, "I will become a mighty elephant," and then promptly turns into this tiny elephant creature. And
Well, if we got some rope, we can use him to tow the car.
you could do that. Is that what y'all decide to do?
Yeah, I actually do agree with this plan.
Okay, all right. You stop making your chain of baguettes, you know, hose that you were going to do. You're like, I changed my mind. And all right, is anybody gonna I'll say that you have a rope, you know, in the vehicle. Who wants to harness Seamus, tiny elephant Seamus up to the car?
I would like to just sit on top of the elephant.
You just want to ride? Okay, all right. You're going to have to make a ride check. That is a skill in here.
What skill is it to for the other one?
I'm very good
there's
at
that-
riding, so
Yes. A master of riding.
alright.
Now, do you
Wait.
want to let him ride you, Seamus?
Seamus says, yeah, sure, it's a toaster. How heavy could he be?
Okay, all right. Okay, you get up and you sit upon the elephant like you know exactly how to. What do they call those? The people that ride elephants. Like, there's a particular.
Elephant riders?
No, there's an actual term for that. I'm gonna have to look that up.
Elephantness?
But you seem
I
like
was thinking elephantier.
Elephantier. It sounds like a kid's TV show
Elephantine.
or a kid's TV show. The Elephanteers. So yeah, you hop up there and you seem like you're a pachyderm expert. Mr. Hyde, are you the one person who's gonna try and hook the car
I'm not
up
sure
to
what
him?
skill it'll take.
I'll say that this is a
Drive vehicle.
well, you're doing something more dexterous, so I'll say set disarm trap, since you're trying to set the rope up, you know, tie it around him and tie it around, you know, the bumper of the car, you know, is what you're trying to do.
All of my skills are garbage.
You get your mustache caught in the rope, when you first try and tie it up to the car, and you get your one of your, because you have these longer eyebrows and longer thing, it gets tied up in somehow when you're using your new appendages to tie. It's still new for you, you know. So you gets tied in. Arnold, do you see him accidentally tie himself into the thing, or do you not tell him?
Oh, I see it.
Okay, do you tell him?
And
though?
I am terrified.
Okay, so you think I have tied this up to the car. I will now go and tie it. You're trying to move, but your mustache is tied in, and you're like, because you're gonna now then go tie the rope around Seamus, but you're stuck. You're caught. Would you like to try and use your other things to untie the knot, or is someone going to help him?
I was just thinking he was gonna end up ripping it out.
Oh my god, you can do that. That is an option. That is an option.
And then it'll take me like till next Tuesday to grow back my regular eyebrow.
Not with an
Halfway.
emergency mustache kit, it won't.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
How so appropriate.
Oh no, my mustache, it's all been cut and stuff. What do I do now? How will I get people to respect me without my mustache?
Mustache.
Right.
I have a
Mustache
product for you.
That's you a question.
Okay, you then okay, so you rip and you step away and you take out from, I don't know where you store things, but you do, and you put on your backup, mustache. So ridiculous.
You're the best salesman.
Okay, all right. And you're like, well, now to tie the other end of the rope. And so,
Let me help
tie
you
up
with
all
that.
the loose ends.
yeah. So
I'll morally support you.
roll again to now tie the rope to Seamus.
Nope.
Oh my god.
I mean, it would have had to be one or two.
Yeah, it had to be one or two. Yeah.
Oh, your skulls are garbage.
It would have been horrible if I made you roll 2d6s. It would have made it nigh impossible.
Yeah.
Because then you can only roll a 2. You don't even have the chance of prayer rolling a 1. So same thing kind of happens again. It's just it's really horrible. So this time, one of your eyebrows, because you had the eyebrows grow out too. So this time, one of your long drowish eyebrows gets caught into it, and you say, "Okay, Seamus, pull," and
Okay, Seamus.
and you start pulling the car, but you also start pulling Hyde because he didn't realize that one of his eyebrows got, tied into the knot as well. So you're dragging behind the car and Mr. Hyde.
Yes.
Okay. And you've now attracted a lot of attention because your car is very bright and colorful, even though it is getting dark. This really interesting painted vehicle with this blue, oddly looking elephant being ridden by a tiny toaster and a penguin just sort of being like, I could have called, but I didn't. And I chose not to. There's actually some kids, and they're like, "Look, Mom, look, it's an elephant, I want to ride the elephant." And this mother is just like, "Oh my God, what?" And she looks and she's like, "Okay, all right, this is a thing that's happening." She was just kind of ignoring the kids, like, "Yeah, sure, whatever, I'm trying to do." Oh. And it's like, "Yeah, Mom, can we go ride the elephant? Can we go ride the elephant? I want to ride the elephant." And she's just like, "We might need to ask first, but you know these kids are just pulling her now, and you see this woman as you're you know getting towards the station being kind of pulled along by these children, and they aren't blue, they're green, and they seem to have, they look kind of like straws in the front of their face and at the top of their heads, but they are all wearing these pants. And of course
good.
the
Pants are good.
yeah.
I wouldn't know as a penguin, but good.
But all the guys, they're wearing these pants that are kind of like this. They're striped. They're like orange stripe. You gotta wonder what era these tunes are from. It's very, very odd. It is kind of psychedelic in a way.
Clear that they used glow wipes.
Ooh, you right.
You haven't been to a toilet in this town. They might they may just. Yeah. So and they get to, and they look up at you, Teddy, and they're like, oh, we want to ride the elephant. We want to ride the elephant.
Come on right up here. I'm sure he doesn't mind.
You're just offering that. You don't ask Seamus if he minds or not. You're just.
Oh yeah, sure. You look like a bunch of nice kids. Oh, I'm proud.
The elephant talks, Mom. The elephant talks. And this woman is just like, okay. You get the feeling that even it's odd that she would be surprised, given that how odd their town really is once y'all start really taking it in. It is actually kind of colorful. There's lots of flowers and whatnot. The sort of mushroomy looking houses have been painted. You get the impression that maybe they were once just, white with like a red spotty cap, but they've been painted all kinds of color and design. And these kids, they're starting to all piled on. So now you have all these children, Teddy. You find yourself on top of the elephant, but many children on top of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So and it is getting a little bit heavier for you to pull, even though you are a miniature elephant, Seamus. So make for me a
pick up heavy thing.
Yeah, that would best fit it, because you're pulling and moving.
Wait, that didn't even make it odd.
It's a.
There, did that make it odd?
Okay, so the kids notice that you're starting to slow down, and they're like, "Giddy up! Giddy up! Giddy up!"
I will also say that. Giddy up! Howdy, partner.
Underneath all the mountain of children, and so you're
the
just
stars and beyond.
Oh, jeez, I think there's too many of you on my back right now. Oh.
Sorry, I can't quite hear you.
Seamus just kind of collapses onto the ground.
Okay, so okay.
And then he transforms back to normal.
And the kids, and all the kids are like, "Oh, we didn't get very far." So, the mother, is just like, "I really need to get out of this town. I really need to get out of this town. Maybe just run away, leave the kids behind."
Something like that.
Yeah, but so she's like, "Y'all are trying to get to the station. The station is now like maybe 15 yards away. Yeah, y'all are pretty close." She says, "Okay, kids, come on. You know what to do." And so they all get behind the vehicle and they start pushing the vehicle to the station. And what's weird is these kids are actually quite strong. You would not imagine that these kids to be that strong. But they are pretty freaking strong.
Yeah, man.
and then you'll kind of notice that, you know, even though they like have like really, really big hair, that inside of the hair there seems to be antenna. So they're all pushing, and they manage. You know, y'all don't even have to help them. The mother and these like 5 kids or whatever, they push your vehicle there like almost like it's not a thing.
From the vehicle, or am I still trailing along on the ground?
Well, now that the rope has like, when Seamus changed size from an elephant, the rope slacked. And so you were no longer being dragged. You know, you
Okay.
stand up with with the rope in a knot tied around like your eyebrow, kind of still. Does anybody like help him get out of the knot?
I
His eyebrow?
will assist you in not being tied anymore.
Okay.
I will attempt to untie you.
All right, so they push you at to the gas station, and the woman, I'll now get into proper character. I was being kind of silly before, and she's like, "Well, y'all are out of towners, aren't you?"
Oh yeah. We
Yes.
just came from the nicest area code in the land.
Really? What area code would that be?
AC, that is.
You know what? I've heard about that. That is such an elite, place.
We just rent.
Oh, well, still though.
Yeah.
I bet the architecture in your neighborhood is something to behold.
Yeah, they've really, the neighbors are quite tacky, we must say.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you know, when people are like, you know, when people are really good at one thing and then they kind of overdo it. Like, he's really good at triangles, but he doesn't quite. Yeah, it's not nice.
Oh, well, that's really interesting. We stay secluded here. Actually, we didn't always live here. We bought them from these little blue people. They moved up into, sort of CGI.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. And so like they moved out, we moved in, onward to bigger, but we've made it our own. We of course we fixed the architecture. It's so much more colorful than when we first moved in. Isn't that right, kids? And they're like, They all nod simultaneously. I'm Charity. And y'all are? Y'all?
I'm Arnold. Hello.
Arnold.
My name's Teddy. I am Teddy, and I am a toaster.
Before you toast. And
I'm
you...
Seamus the swordfish. Sometimes I'm an elephant, and sometimes I'm a little pony.
We liked you better as an elephant!
Nose.
The children... We really liked you better as an elephant, but I guess this is okay too. But you're better as an elephant! And she looks at you, Mr. Hyde.
Oh, yeah, I guess I'm Mr. Hyde.
All right. Okay. All right.
How's your wife?
I'm Mr. Hyde, your kids. Is that what you said?
Okay. Well,
Mr. Hydrate your kids
Yes.
with water.
That's more
Yes.
like it.
So they will use less glow wipes.
well, I'm Charity, and it's hard to say that in that voice, but it's Charity Smorkle.
Ah, alright.
Oh.
And this is Bubba Smorkle, the first kid. And this is Lola Smorkle. And then she just proceeds to name. They're like, hi. Yeah, we're relying on some Smurf tropes here, that how everybody's like, their last name is Smurf.
Yeah.
I just want to know what happened to the Snorks.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking of.
We're actually,
Area code?
we're very similar. Only they have to live underwater. we have like the noses and like the difference between us is we have antenna and we're much stronger and we don't live underwater. But there are a lot of similarities.
Do you honk?
No, we find that to be
Oh.
really weird that they do that.
Oh. I thought it had a nice musical quality to it.
But
that's
the
okay.
only disadvantage in living around here is that that really he's horrible. Him and his awful dog. He's like this really tall fella. He's horrible.
Ooh.
In fact, we call him Horrible Hargamel.
Gargamel? That's a weird name.
Horrible Hargamel. And he
Yeah.
keeps wanting to do experiments on us. And
Yeah,
stuff.
he's
It's
Like empirical,
he's
like
a-
scientific studies, like with data.
well, we usually escape, so we don't really know.
Oh.
Isn't there like
I don't
one
want
of
to
you
find
that is,
out.
like,
You don't do like surveys?
No, he seems to like.
maybe you can sign a petition to make him stop.
Would that help?
Have you tried protesting?
Yes, we
Yeah,
protest
maybe.
a lot when he picks us up and puts us in a cage. We protest quite a bit.
Hmm.
I mean, so far we've always escaped, but how long can just? Then that's really the only drawback to living here.
Yeah.
But that duck fella, he did have a thought. And
Duck
his
fella?
thought was,
Who
well,
said
how did
anything
he...
about a duck fella?
Huh?
Who said anything about a duck fella?
Well, I just did.
What about the duck fella?
Oh, he was coming through. He was really researching into like how like certain phenomena as he was putting it. I mean,
Did he have a name?
it's, Melvin. No, that's not right.
Mark?
That's a little bit more like it, but there was.
Marty?
Yes, that was it. I knew
That's
that
the
it had an M and an I and an A and an R.
Morgana. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Is
his
he
name. His
still
name
in
was
town?
Marty.
Marty.
Marty. I can't say it the way that you say
Do
it.
you know where he went by any chance?
Well, he was here, and he said that he was gonna go take a look at this Hargamel fella. Maybe come up with a plan, but then we hadn't heard from him anymore. So I don't know.
Report him to the APA's ethical division?
Possibly.
Hey,
Mm.
guys,
He did say something about an
Possible
FCC,
fella.
although I don't know what that
Yeah.
is.
Hargamel will probably know.
You think?
He seems like the type of guy that would know.
Probably
Oh,
'cause
but I
they're
wouldn't want to
best
quit.
friends and-
I wouldn't have a conversation with him though. He's horrible. And his breath smells like garlic.
Wee.
I know. It's not appealing
Like
at
garlic
all.
is only good when it's on bread. I can't say.
That is
Right,
true.
right.
I disagree. It's also great on a roast.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, garlic's just pretty good in general.
Yeah.
But anyhow, Grampy Smorkle, Grampy Smorkle, and this guy comes out and he's got the beard just like Papa Smurf, just like Papa Smurf. He's got like this beard,
Look.
and he's like, yes, ooh, this is this. He's like looking at the vehicle, like all the lights have come on now, all full, like on the gas station, and he's just like, well, isn't this quite the paint job? Who did this?
It is by
Like-
yours truly. I think it was Mr. Hyde that did the painting.
It was a team effort.
Well,
yeah.
as you can see, that we are very, we love,
Color oriented.
we are very, that's what I was looking for. And I saved one wall on the side of my garage here. And, I just knew that someday someone with vision would come and that they would give my garage wall the color and artistic license that it deserves. And my building will be the talk of all Smurfton. We really should change that name, but that would involve filing paperwork and stuff, so we haven't done it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I would be honored if you would grace the walls of my garage with your vision.
I think we could do that, Mr. Poppy. Can I call you Poppy?
Sure.
We need some gas.
All right. Okay.
We need a tow.
Oh, and he holds up his foot.
Oh, that will do. I will
TOW.
Oh, of course. I'm getting a little old and senile. Oh, of course. Where do you want to be towed to?
The nearest
gas
gas
station.
station.
They did it. Those kids did it. Remember
they
the
pushed
kids
it?
and the woman. They pushed y'all
Oh.
to the gas
They're
station.
strong.
That's why
They're really strong.
they
Oh.
are surprisingly strong.
I didn't even put it in neutral.
Yeah, but they didn't seem to sweat it at all. They were just like, yeah, so what? Okay, so
well
he's
then,
like, all right, I'll fill you up. All right, and so he starts putting gas in cars. Like, where are you headed?
Oh, just driving that road of life, catching all them detours.
I once hitchhiked across Tunica back when I was young, so young. You
Ever
see,
been to Ahi, Tunica?
you started to see like the little kind of like what happened with Mr. Hyde when he was dreaming about ponies, like the bubble of this young Smorkle and going on a trip, and then you ask the question and then it just fades away. He's like, what? Heard of what?
Ahi, Tunica.
Ahi Tunica. Is that up north?
No, I think it's down south, actually.
Oh. I must have missed that. I just took, that famous, route.
It's like a sister city.
Oh, no. I just hit the big spots, along that highway. It was like it was a cross-country thing. I didn't really go too far south or too far north. I just
Well,
got
it's
on
right
there and
next
drove
to
straight
St.
across
Martin,
till I
too.
hit the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, all right. So y'all just living the dream.
I don't work in retail.
Is retail the dream these days? Is that what the youth aspire to?
That's what everyone in retail says. We're living the dream. But I don't work in retail.
They do say that, don't they?
They do say that.
Oh, interesting. Okay, so like he's watching the gauge, and still, so y'all chit chat and stuff, and the
Poppy,
kids.
is there anything I can help you with today? As I slowly assimilate your accent onto myself.
I'm a Southerner, so this is not hard for me at all.
Your accent is not my accent.
He's like, well, like I say, I would love it if if y'all can do to my wall here, because I've had so many youth try to put their vision on my wall, but I said, no. A time will come when somebody will drive on up in here, and that I think that is y'all. So if y'all could do that for me, I'd be mighty grateful. I'll even let y'all have I'll even let y'all put you up, and gas will be on me, and just however long it could take for y'all to do that, because it's a pretty big wall.
Big wall. It's gonna be a mural.
Yeah, it's gonna be, and he's like, I would love to hear y'all's thoughts about what we can put up there. He's just, you can see behind his cataracts and stuff that he is just so excited about the possibilities of what y'all, could think. Because I mean, he's very impressed. He loves the vehicle. He loves the paint job on the car.
No, this is a man of culture.
So he's getting
Cataracts?
cataracts. He's like really old.
No, yeah, I'm just saying. So like, that means he kind of barely sees anything.
It's kind of difficult.
Hypothetically, if we just painted whatever on the wall and then we're like, what do you think is on the wall?
It's like, what is art? It is all subjective. But I mean, people can have cataracts, but they can still see. It becomes even harder at night, like with lights and stuff. I mean, but don't think that he's blind. I was just trying to give you an idea of like how old he was and so forth, with the beard and so forth.
What?
But so he's like, so what are y'all thinking?
I say we take the pattern on the van and we flip it 90 degrees and we paint that. Or maybe 85 degrees. That could also work.
Are you suggesting a Dutch angle?
Yes.
I'm thinking more finished myself, but I guess that'll work.
I mean, to be expected from a fish, right?
Oh, maybe you can put some whales on there, like maybe an orca. Or like that, maybe that pop star. What was her name? Olga the orca.
Olga the orca.
Right, that's her. Have her on the side, and maybe like a big huge wave, and maybe some horses in the waves, and you can just I trust your vision.
Yes.
Implicitly.
Implicitly.
I implicitly trust your artistic vision. He's very into this, and then the car gets filled. He's like, "Oh, you're very thirsty," and he like pats the side of the car as if it was like sentient. He's like, "Oh, there you go. You're so thirsty. You really
That'd be a good plot twist.
let it run this completely out, son.
Yeah.
It's really not good. You don't want to have to bleed the brakes and all that. It's just not. Anyway, I digress. It is getting on.
Brakes can bleed.
Yes, they can.
Don't worry about it, son. I can tell that you went to university. It's not in your wheelhouse.
Huh. Does it hurt?
It's just an inconvenience.
Don't
Sometimes
worry,
it can be
we've
quite
got
an
the
expense.
Band-Aids.
Is High Tide okay?
Yeah.
I thought she was just hungry.
That's why it plays the electric guitar riff every time we hit the brakes.
He's like, well, it's like I doubt that you can really work in this light because it is getting on in the evening. So I suggest early tomorrow morning we gather our paint up and we,
yes, I'm pro this plan.
Yes. He's like, really? So, who did the, who painted it?
That was Mr. Hyde.
Oh,
Really?
Mr. Hyde.
Really?
He's got technique like you.
I think it was Hyde and Arnold, or it was Hyde and one other person.
Yeah.
I remember I painted Hyde, so.
You did paint Hyde. I think it was Arnold and Hyde
there
that painted it together.
Yeah.
'Cause I have fins I can grab things.
Yeah, none of us have.
But he does. Well, I mean, Seamus does, and then Teddy has his coat of arms, like all the, hands.
Oh no,
that
sorry, I
can...
meant hands.
Yeah, but you painted that back when you just had your mouth. Like, okay. She's like, I'm so excited about this. I haven't been this excited since, Smorkmas. No, Smorkmas.
Oh.
Y'all don't know about
I haven't heard of
Smorkmas?
that tradition yet.
Well, it is just local to our culture, so I guess I can't be too surprised that y'all don't celebrate Schmorkmas.
But we can, though.
You
If you
could.
explain to us.
Well, it's it's a 2-day thing because we figured that if one day is good, then 2 days is better. And we have this it's not, well, I guess to some people, to Horgamel it would be little, but to us it's normal size. But there's this tall pole, you see, and we decorate this pole. We bring things that have been important to us throughout the year. We stick it up on the pole. We eat lots of goodies. It's really great. It's really, really, really great. But I'm sure that y'all. Where did y'all come? Y'all. I'm guessing from that city, or somewhere. How y'all been driving all day?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Here I am holding you up. I don't get much business here. Not too many automobiles in this town, really. Nobody has an automobile. So I just kind of depended on the business that drives through, and so I get to get. Anyway, I'm sure that y'all are hungry, probably tired. Y'all want to think about your vision for my wall. He's very hyper focused on the wall, and I look forward to the possibilities of the morning. And with that, we have our final sponsor moment, which is brought to us by none other than Shake, Rattle, and Roll, the one and only approved caffeinated patch for babies. This will be done by Arnold and Teddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a child or a fetus that has emerged lately, and you think it's not hyperactive enough? It just doesn't cry enough. It doesn't run enough. Just stick on a couple of these bad boys, and they'll stay up all night. They'll keep you up as well. It's perfect. You don't need an alarm clock. They I approve. Parent approve. Child tested. It's fine. Please read the small terms of service.
And just remember that an attentive baby is a baby that learns. It's guaranteed to get your baby crawling, walking, talking, and running faster than any of your neighbor's lesser children. And if you're terrified that their afternoon nap is going to interfere with you sleeping later in the night, patch one on them right now. That will save your schedule and get your baby geared up for the workplace 20 years from now.
Yes.
So shake,
perfect.
Rattle, roll. Shake, rattle, and roll. If you love your sweet baby newborn, the gluten-free caffeine patch. Ha!
Yes.
And that was the third episode of Toon, brought to you by our grand sponsors. Your emergency mustache kit, glow wipe, and Shake, Rattle, and Roll.
Roll.
My hemorrhoids acting up.
One thing that I did forget in our announcements is we will be starting here on Dice Club also a little sort of video game thing where we play video games on Wednesday afternoon. I think Bruce will be joining us for that tomorrow. So if you just want to have a little bit more of a chill time, I think tomorrow we're going to play Stardew Valley or something like that.
Dope.
Yeah.
Nice.
Join us for that because we'll be doing that. But lastly and always, first rule of Dice Club, talk about Dice Club and we oh god, this episode has been something else. But we hope that you liked the show. We tried to keep it snappy because you like it best that way. And if it made you happy, then we'll probably try again next Tuesday. Take care. Bye.
Nice.
Ciao.
Wait.